Welcome back to the TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got another video today of leftover women. This one actually has a few Chinese women explaining the term and the term that's used for men. So please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to the chow. It's chow time.
In China, if a woman is over 30 years old and she is not married, she will be called 剩女. 剩女, which means leftover woman. In China, if a
All right, this girl is the girl that requested the $200,000 engagement ring on one of Pearl's like little things, and then she actually does a lot of TikToks still. So this is one of her when she hit 31, and she finally realizes some things, I guess.
The things I stopped worrying about after I turned 31 and still never had a relationship. My biological clock.
31, never had a relationship, wanted a $200,000 ring.
Recently, I've been picturing my life 10 years from now, and I don't see children in it. So if I don't see children in it, why am I stressing about having them one day? I'm not. How often I was going on dates.
Funny how a lot of women say that until they hit 34, 35, and then they change their mind. That actually happens quite a bit.
I found that dating apps really made me so much more anxious and worried about how many dates that I was going on, because I felt like if I was spending all this time on dating apps, I should have something to show for it, which would mean a certain amount of dates, at least 1 to 2, sometimes 3 a week. But now actually I'm going out on at least 1 to 2 dates, sometimes 3 a week, and I'm not even thinking about it or planning it. It's just from meeting people organically because my energy is so lit. Comparing
Oh yeah, she's all about opening up her energy.
Myself to my friends and peers in relationships. Once you stop comparing yourself to people for everything and anything, whether it's jobs, fitness, how your bodies look, your hair, your makeup, once you can let go of comparing yourself to people for anything, you will 100% stop comparing yourself to people who are in relationships if you're single. Because you can't compare yourself to anyone else. They're not you. You are not.
Like how you used to compare yourself to your personal trainer, like at the $200,000 ring, and you just thought you deserved also a $200,000 ring.
Not them. You are living a completely different experience than them. Who likes me and who was checking me out? Now, this one has been a huge game changer for me when I go out. We're gonna work on this too, but as soon as I stopped craning my neck, looking over my shoulder, being the person looking at the door when new people came into the bar, I started actually getting more approached by men who just came up to me and said, "Oh, I've been noticing you. I've been watching you. I checked
Yeah, because it probably looked less desperate.
you out." And I'm like, me? Really? And finally, I mean, there's so many other things that I have let go, but finally, for what's going to make this list, what other people think about my singleness. I just stopped caring when people are like, "Oh, are you seeing
Yeah, because
anyone?"
everybody tells her she's left
No,
over. That's why.
But yes. The things I stopped worrying about after I turned
Wall's undefeated.
in China, if you're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin. In Cantonese, you are called 羅底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝做啦, which means orange at the bottom of the basket.
Damn, these these descriptions are pretty rough.
The sugar cane that didn't get sold,
Ouch.
and the thing used for filling the gap of the stove. But if
The thing that is used to fill the gap of the stove. Harsh.
you're a man, single, and over 30, you are called 钻石王老五, which means a diamond bachelor in
Damn right, we're diamond bachelors.
Mandarin. In Cantonese, you're called 笋盤, which means quality real estate.
You hear that, guys? We're called quality real estate. God damn. Those are awesome terms.
I'm going to meet this guy from Bumble tonight. He asked me if I want to do something casual, like go to a movie. I said no, because a movie is kind of weird for just first meeting someone. You can't really even tell if you vibe if you can't talk. So I suggested we go to Crumble and try the new cookies, which I know the owner of Crumble is a total douche, but I really want to try this new Oreo one. I also told him just now to not expect me to show up in actual pants. If you're gonna say it's casual, then I'm showing up in my leggings, and there's nothing you can say about it. It also just kind of shows where I'm at in my singleness. If you're gonna require me to put on actual pants and do something, I'm not interested. I'd rather just stay home. But if you're okay with me showing up in leggings to eat cookies, which I know kind of contradicts itself, I'm down. I'll show up for that. Otherwise, I'm just good staying at home on my own. I'm going to meet this guy from...
And women think we have our pedos because we want younger women. No, we want younger women because women like this, in their 30s, don't even want to try. They think they're better than everybody else. They think, I don't even need to wear pants for a date. I think this is ridiculous, right? Then why would men want to deal with this type of attitude compared to a woman that's more willing to go out with me, more friendlier? Just because, what, she's my age now? She's useless.
My name's Clara, and I am a leftover woman. This notion that women exist to be attractive to men and exist solely to find a partner so that they can be rescued and looked after is a load of rubbish. It might have been true at one point, but only because women had no other choice.
And guess who gave you that choice? Men. Men built the world to where you have all the choices you have now. And yet you still want to shit on us.
I can tell you now that I give zero whether I am attractive to men or not. What I care...
More reason why would I, a golden bachelor, want to marry a leftover woman like this? Doesn't care about my feelings, doesn't care about anything except for herself. I'm a golden goddamn bachelor.
Care about is my own mental health, my own well-being, my career, and creating a life that I can be proud of, that I can enjoy, that I can have fun within, and that makes me happy. Imagine that. And if that means that I must live out the rest of my days as a leftover woman, then I would rather be leftovers than be with a like you.
See? Can't tell women the truth for shit. Women always tell us, oh, just tell me the truth. I can handle the truth. No, you can't handle the goddamn truth.
Unsuccessful men like dumb women because they're always challenged in society, so they want to come home to more peace. Successful men like challenging women because they've already conquered the top of society. Now they want more challenge in their woman.
This Asian woman has no fucking clue. Successful men want challenging women because they're done conquering? No, they conquer all goddamn day. They don't want to deal with that shit at home. What the fuck? Crazy.
There's a guy who I blocked because he called me a leftover woman. He made another account and he found me and he called me a leftover woman again. What's it like being in love with me?
Making a new account and finding you again is so easy. People that troll can make 50 accounts in like 2 minutes to troll your ass. So I don't think he likes you. And this is a thought process of women. and they wonder why they like the douchebags, right?
Okay, ladies, listen to this. So I did a video the other day about being a leftover woman. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch. I reposted the same video to IG Reel. And of course, there was a man that had something to say. And I had a little time, so I engaged. The first comment has something to do with the fact that I should be trying to find a man or something like that. I said, well, sir, I never said I didn't have a man or two. I said I wasn't married. So we go back and forth a couple more times. And then he says,
I think it's funny that it's like, oh, I don't want to marry. I don't want a husband, or I don't want to. Doesn't mean you're not a leftover woman. You are a woman in the category that no men picked. So you're left over. It has nothing to do with all these other stuff. No, it's just you weren't picked to be married. That's why you're a leftover woman.
Well, you need to be looking at this from a man's perspective. And I said, I think that's where you're confused. I don't care about a man.
How? This is like the fourth woman that said they don't care about what we think. They don't care about what men think. And yet, people don't realize, why do men want to deal with these types of women? We're golden fucking bachelors. We deserve better. Goddamn.
Man's perspective, especially when it concerns how I live my life. It's already too much shit going on in the world that men are trying to control. Please understand.
Oh yeah, we try to control everything, guys.
Someone who probably still wears Perio's cologne is going to tell me what I should be doing. The message is that the more you internalize how other people think you should be living your life, the less authentically you live. So I just told him to find somebody on his level to talk to because it wasn't me. Because he clearly missed the message at the end. And then I blocked him. Okay.
It's funny how women never take this as advice. They only take it as attacks. They really only take this. I think men are telling you it's because you're going about your life as if you were still 20s. And they're trying to tell you, yeah, you might have a rough time. But yet, most women seem to think that we're just attacking them. I'm not saying some men are there to attack. I'm not saying that too, but yeah.
You're unmarried. You are a leftover woman. A leftover woman. You are what is left. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to just go there with you. I'm telling you the truth that you don't want to hear. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you. But you cannot be fit in an adjustable 6 or higher, 35, unmarried. Something wrong with you.
Men like this want to make you feel like you're running out of time, because if you're desperate, you'll make a desperate choice. You won't see.
At 35, you've had plenty of fucking time.
You won't take the time to wait for a man who'll give you princess treatment, who's a provider, who's done the work, who healed his trauma, who's patient.
After 17, 18 years of looking, you couldn't find one? That's the issue.
Who's understanding, who's faithful. You won't wait for that man. You'll settle for any man who wants you. And that's where they want you. They want you in a desperate position so you can make a desperate choice. They hate the fact that women are looking so happy and they're thriving in their singleness. They're going on trips, booking vacations, buying their first home on their own, getting 6-figure jobs, working on their fitness.
Buying a house on your own and dying alone is not an achievement.
Hate the fact that you look so happy in your singleness because they've convinced us for so many years that you needed a man. That was the only way for you to be successful, is if you had a man by your side. Forget the degrees, forget the money, forget all of that. If you're unmarried, what's wrong with you? The answer could never be nothing. The answer couldn't be that she's patient. The answer couldn't be that she's waiting. The answer couldn't be that she refuses to settle. No, it's got to be something wrong with you. They have to sell you that narrative. That's the only way they succeed.
Yeah, because there's something is. You guys have to realize that you're not fertile anymore. At 35, 36, you lost so much attraction to men. This is why they say, yeah, you might want to hurry up. Once you're 40, kids are done. Period.
Y'all, I finally saw a little clip of that Kevin Samuels talking about leftover women. Well, I'm 41, so I guess that makes me a leftover woman. I had to chuckle a little.
From 36 to 41, still left over, still doing her thing. Oh.
Bit, but yeah, unmarried, yeah. But so I just thought about it this morning. Let us not discount the leftovers, baby, because sometimes the leftovers is your meal for the rest of the week, honey. Sometimes the seasoning has set in even better. Sometimes
if I'm a golden bachelor, I don't need to eat leftovers. I'm not a big fan of leftovers. Especially women. I'll eat my mom's leftovers. She makes fucking bomb-ass food. I don't see any woman making bomb-ass food like my mom did. Rest in peace, Mom.
sometimes the leftovers taste even better the next day. So sometimes the leftovers is gonna get you into the next payday. Come on, somebody.
The copium.
So let us not discredit.
Exactly. We'll just ride you until the next payday and then kick you to the curb. Why would we ever marry someone like you?
The leftover woman, honey, because you know, I don't like the analogy, but you know, I'd rather be a fine wine. I'd rather be a vintage car. Come on, you know, value. But I just thought it was kind of funny. This is
vintage car or fine wine. Yeah, women don't age like that.
It's really for human purposes only. But let us not act like we ain't had to eat no leftovers. Come on, somebody, until we make it to the grocery store the next week.
Oh, so you're admitting that men will run through you until they're able to go to the grocery store and pick up a fresh wife. That's perfectly fine. This is how men think.
All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.
Oh my god, because
I had
some
to close
of
it up
you
again.
asked me, hey, is there a term for men if they're over 30 and not married? So I looked it up and I am furious. Apparently there is leftover men, 剩男, but it's not commonly used.
No.
Not nearly as much as leftover women. And what they actually use are two terms. One is 黄金单身汉.
Damn right.
Golden Bachelor. The other one is 钻石黄老五, which is Diamond Single Man.
Oh shit.
I am going to puke. Oh my god.
How was that, Chow? Hilarious. It's funny that China has terms for us men, and it's golden bachelors and and diamond single. That's so awesome. It's 100% true. At 35, 40, men are at their peak earning potential. This is where they're the most attractive to women. Why? Because women are looking for protection and provision. The looks aspect of men really doesn't matter. Like, that's what men aren't there for. Men weren't built just to be looked at. Women are kind of built to be looked at and be taken care of. And this is what men do for women. Yeah, even the Chinese girl at the end was upset about it, even though she looked at the terms. And it's just like, so much of feminism and feminism is just everywhere now. Even a lot of Chinese women think very similar, even though they know the terms and they've grown up with these terms all their life. Look at her. She's upset that, we're golden bachelors and they're leftover women. So please like to subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao time.